Yeah. Yeah. Why is that so loud? Ah, you turn that down, bro. Why is that so loud? Ah, you turn that down, bro. This actually like this me off. Fuck you. Why is that so loud? Ah, you turn that down, bro. I can hear myself because the fucking okay. This actually like this me off. Sound volume like at least like fucking 30% is low. And then below here, refresh it. Sound volume like at least like fucking 30% is low. Night the botte. Where did it go? Refresh it. Night the botte. Where did it go? Refresh it. You can hear that? I'm working from yeah. I fuck. can hear that? I'm barking, bro. Yeah, that's fine. You can hear that? I'm barking, bro. Yeah, that's fine. All right, I'm gonna post the announcement on Instagram, and I'm gonna start up stream, bro. Let's get this done, man. Uh, so let me this. It's offset yesterday. So I'm gonna go pin, 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 pin. Don't need that. Don't need that just there. Pin. Yo, what's good, stream, bro? What's gonna have this on loop? Yo, good stream, bro. What's gonna have this on loop? Yo, what's good, stream, bro? What's gonna have this on loop? I'm a perfectionist, Maxine. Oh my god, bro. What? Oh my god. Bro, I'm trying to study max, bro. How am I supposed to slay foids if there's a fire alarm? There's literally a fire alarm going right now, bro. Like, how am I supposed to slay foids like this, bro? Like, oh my god, bro. Like, fuck, man. Like, what am I supposed to? You know what? Let me go see what's going on. I'm gonna be back, bro. Y'all can listen to this. I'm gonna set up the announcement, bro. Fucking that bitch and I feel like hey though. And when that shit when I say so. Hold up. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Hold up. Hold up. Let me catch it. Hold up. Yeah. Yeah, we back in this bitch study maxing. Yeah. Yeah. Slaying foids to get the attraction. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah. With Professor Leonard. Yeah. Yeah. You know me. In the fire alarm. Niggas playing too much. Turn you into a darn. Yeah. Yeah. And that shit's still blowing. Yeah. I took your bitch. Yeah, she's still going. Hold up. Huh. This is a tough ass beat. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Yo, bitch, she suck on my meat. Hold up. Hold up. My dick do not deplete. Hold up. Yeah. And that bitch is G feet. Yeah. 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 Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Fuck. Hold up. Yeah. Let's get it. And that. Hold up. Yeah. Let's get it. Yeah. Yeah. We in this bitch study maxing. Study maxing. Study maxing. Professor Leonard. Hold up. This shit stop, bro. I can't rap. Bro. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let's get in this bitch. Hold up. Hold up. Let's get in this bitch. Yeah. We study maxing, yeah. In the bitch. Yeah. Yeah. We study oh, hold up. Yeah. 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 Hold up. Yeah. 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 Hold up. Yeah. We in the bitch study maxing. Yeah. 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 No laxing. Yeah. Yeah. No, bitch, we is not relaxing. Yeah. 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 The juice be taxed. Oh, okay. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah. Let's get it. Yeah. 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 Let's get it. Yeah. 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 Let's get it. Yeah. Yeah. I eat it like Play-Doh. Yeah. I be thinking shit like Play-Doh. Yeah. Yeah. That bitch didn't mean it when I say so. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't turn like Halo. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get it. Oh, you know, nah. Oh, you know, nah. I'm not like I'm gonna shit like Boozy. I'm gonna shit like Boozy. I'm gonna like Boopy. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get it. Yeah. 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 Let's get it. Hold up. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we Professor Leonard. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like a Leonard. Hold up. Let's get it. I'm with that shit like Leonard. It's done? I was about to say. All right, bro. All right, let's start the stream, bro. Let's start the stream. We are study maxing right now, bro. Um we got a little whatever, but we are back in this study maxing, bro. So we are gonna start um so we are let me make sure the audio's all good and stuff like that. Cause I can barely hear myself right now. Okay, so we're gonna be doing this is unit 9.1 and unit 11.1 for my textbook. So we have sequences, series, and powers. Um, I'm also gonna go through the notebook as well. I think I'm gonna go through the notebook a little bit right now. Uh, so I also have a notebook right here. Sorry. Let's see what I can't see. Okay, I have a notebook right here. This is what I'll be using to write down all my notes. Yeah. So, uh, let's get it, guys. So we have 11.1. Hopefully that's not peaking like horribly. Uh, let me make sure. Let me do an audio check right now. Hold up. We're good, guys. Yo, I want to play Under. Maybe I should play Undertale. Oh, what the? Maybe I should play Undertale on stream. That would be fun as well. Okay, so we have 11.1. Also, this song is looping until I decide to actually start doing the fucking work. Uh, Yo, I love Undertale. Toby Fox! Oh my god. Okay. I'm not LARPing, by the way. I actually played it. I finished it. I okay. That sounds so stupid. I did neutral mode. I didn't do any other routes because I kind of just stopped because I don't know, like depression or whatever. Um, but that sounds crazy. I was too depressed to like game, but that's how bad it was. Um, those who know, those who can relate, I guess. Uh, but anyway, okay. I think I deodorant max earlier today, so I don't smell too bad. I don't know. I think I farted or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's boot up the stream, guys. Like the stream. Uh, like the stream. Comment. I'm like looking at myself way too much to like get. I don't know. This is like really weird. Okay. I also have water. I'm gonna water max. I'm just saying max for everything. This is a literal life plan of us. I was on those forums though. A couple of times. So it's not even LARP for real. Okay, this is too groovy. This is too groovy. Um, let's go. Let's go volume beta. Let's do a hot musky real quick. Y'all can't hear that? Oh no. Audio check again, I guess. Yeah, you're watching me try to study. This is funny. Is that Jack? Is that Jack, son? Yes, bro. Yes, I read the chat because I can hear. There's notification when I get the chat, bro. But I'm going through sequence series and yeah. So basically, yeah, this is like what I'm doing. You can even pop in the stream if you want to, but how he live and he don't read the chat, bro? Am I muted, bro? Bro, this is funny. Is that Jack? Is that Jack, son? Yes, bro. Yes, I read the chat. Bro, what do you mean? You're not donate, bro? Just donate up, bro. Just donate up. Donate to the stream. Like the stream. Sub up, bro. Yeah, bro. Bro. Also, the chat is like delayed because I was actually I don't know why the chat was so delayed. Like, when did I read it? I don't know. It's like weird. Like I'm still getting used to this stuff, so give me some grace. But also share stream with everybody, bro. Share stream with all the all yeah. Okay. Astronomers gather information about distant celestial objects from the electromagnetic radiation that the object emit. Um, so they emit electromagnetic radiation. I didn't know this. In the project, bro, why is it cutting out the audio, bro? Whatever. I don't care. In the project following section 11.11, you are asked to compare the radiation emitted by different stars, including Betelgeuse, large liberal star, Sirius, and our own sun. Interesting. In all of the previous chapters, we studied functions that are defined on an interval. In this chapter, we will start by studying sequences of numbers. The sequence can be viewed as a function whose domain is a set of natural numbers. We then consider infinite series. You good, little man? Hey, bro. I appreciate it. I'm just trying, bro. I'm trying my best, you know. Hey, man. But a sequence can be viewed. I'm gonna need AI to explain some of this to me. Unfortunately, I have to use Gemini, bro, at this point. We then consider infinite series. Isaac Newton represented functions defined on intervals as sums of infinite series, in part because such series are regularly integrated and differentiated. You'll see that his idea allows for us to integrate functions that have been previously unable to find anti-derivatives for, such as e to the x to 2. Alright, class mark, good, my friend. Alright, bro, I'm gonna see you, bro. Amen. Many of the functions that arise in mathematical physics and chemistry, such as Bessel functions, are defined as sums of series. So it's important to be related to the basic concept, converge to the infinite series and series. So basically, what I'm gathering, because I've not been paying attention in class, I'm not gonna lie. So sequence can be viewed as a function. Okay, what is a function? Okay, let's get to the bare bones of this. Like, what is a function? Functions. You know what? Professor Leonard was gonna have to explain this to me, bro. The terachad buff guy. Like, this guy's actually like so crazy if you think about it. Let me turn on the music though. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll do the video first, and then I'll do the video first. Well, I'll just fart it again. I'll do the video to do the video first, and then go back to.
All right, we can start something completely new. We're going to start talking about Chapter 9. In Chapter 9, we talk about sequences and then series. This is a complete sidestep from all the integration techniques that you've had up to this point. We will be using them, but it's not just integral after integral after integral. That's not what we're talking about here. We're going to be talking about these two ideas called sequences and series in this chapter. And in the first section, we're going to limit it just to sequences. We'll talk about what a sequence is. I'll show you how to get terms from a sequence. Get a sequence in sequence notation from a series of from a sequence of terms. I'll also show you how to tell when a sequence will converge or diverge. Those two ideas are going to be very important for us in this chapter. Most of what we're going to be doing is testing for convergence or divergence, whether a sequence or series goes to one number or whether it doesn't. That's in the basic sense of things. So, in section 9.1, we are going to get a very in-depth discussion of what sequences are all about. Again, I'm going to try to teach this to you because if you're like me, you didn't get a lot of exposure to this before right now. Which means that you might have seen a sequence before, but you really don't know a whole lot about them. We're going to learn a whole lot about them right now. First thing, what a sequence is. So a sequence typically denoted like this, A sub n. It's a set of terms and the set of terms is based on, well, whatever this sequence is given to you as. It's typically going to be first term, second term, third term, and we denote those as A sub 1, A sub 2, A sub 3, all the way until we get A sub n, wherever we start. N is always going to be a positive integer for us. We can't have a negative term here. So we say, hey, we have the first term, it's A sub 1. Sometimes you can do like the 0th term, A sub 0.
Already got
but
this.
typically we have A sub 1, A sub 2, A sub 3, A sub 4. So n is going to be our positive integer.
Okay, Loki already did this in class. Which is fine. I mean, that's whatever. Just going over it again is not that big of a deal. If anything, I need this because I have not been paying attention in class, fortunately. So, just gotta go back. Like, I literally took notes on this.
Also, these sequences can be denoted.
Fuck you. Yeah, I took notes. What bad. No, I'm showing the stream
Like
I
this.
took notes.
You don't see this very often, at least not in our class. It can be given to you like this, where we say your end's going to start at a certain spot and it's going to end at a certain spot, or it doesn't end. We can denote a sequence like that. So this says, hey, here's what you're going to be working with. This is going to be some sort of notation like n plus 1 over n, or n squared over n factorial. It's going to give you, it's not just going to be a sub n, okay? It's going to give you something there to work with. Then it says, hey, I want you to start your n at 3, or at 5, or at 1, and I want you to end at 7, or at 12, or I don't want you to end. I want you to go forever and ever and ever. And we'll talk about that. Does that make sense? If this is not shown, so if you don't have that, then n starts at 1. So if this isn't here, if not shown, n starts at 1. Now, what I'd like to do is go through a couple of examples of just what sequences look like, just so we can get the habit of listing out terms, seeing what these things are actually doing. Would you guys like that? Be helpful? Because right now, are you a little bit confused on what sequences are?
A little bit.
Okay, some of you probably have never seen sequences before. So here we go. Here's an example. What we're going to do is we're just going to start listing out some terms for the following sequences. So here's how a sequence could look. I'm going to make it look a little like, what the heck? Just so you see that it's not that big of a deal to list out terms. They're very easy to list out terms. Okay, that right there is something that's in sequence notation. We have something that's, do you guys see how this is in terms of n? It says, hey, here's this sequence in terms of n. It says, well, where's the n going to start for us?
1.
Why is it going to start at 1 automatically?
It's not needed.
If I'm not giving anything over here, this thing's going to start at 1. So here's how we find out the term.
Won't lie. I looked at that and got scared, but I've been I have a, let me show y'all. I have this. Ooh, whatever. I have this. You can't read that. That's actually so annoying. But one of the, like this, like number 3 on the list of like things. This is my work, or like my studying, like focus, whatever. One of the third things that it says is that uncomfortable feelings and situations do not scare me because the unknown is nothing compared to the terror of inertia, stagnation, and wasted potential. Or stagnancy and wasted potential. That actually helps me a lot to not get like super scared of humongous math problems. And like this isn't even that difficult. It's just like it looks crazy. So just breaking it down in small pieces is what's gonna get me through this, bro. Because I do have my exam April 2nd, so I do have to study. But yeah, like I saw that and got like in my mind, like it kind of like I did like a little, this is scary, and then I told myself like I'm not scared because it's just math. Like I can learn it, bro. If it's been done before, that means I can do it because I am not different than anyone else. Like I'm not better or worse than anybody at anything. I don't know. I'm like advice maxing to the chat of nobody, but whatever.
Of our sequence. It's not hard. All it is you start wherever I tell you to start. If I don't tell you to start anywhere, you start at 1. That would mean that our first term, a sub 1, would happen when I plug
literally,
in 1.
I almost got scared and like clicked off and like just like took a break or whatever, but I'm just gonna like stick with it and like see how far I can go. I think my goal is to go until he changes, yeah, until he changes his clothes. So yeah, like 40 minutes. So only 40 minutes. So this is only a 40-minute stream. So as long as I can get through that, then that's it for today. I could do more though, but I don't have to. You know, it's not a requirement.
For our n. So for
I
instance,
might do more.
we go,
Who knows?
okay, well,
Who knows?
what happens when n is 1? That would be our first term. What's going to happen when n is 2? What's going to happen when n is 3? Or n is 4? Or n is 5? By the way, is this ever going to end for us? So we're just going to list out the first 5 terms just to get a feel for it. So if I want, when n is 1, what I'm going to get out of here, we're going to call this a sub 1. It's going to be my very first term. It's going to say the sequence of a, so that's this thing, when I've plugged in 1, or basically the first term of our sequence. You'll be okay with the idea here. It's not hard to find out. You just got to plug in 1. So let's plug in 1. Where do we plug the 1 into again?
N.
Okay, so let's work through it. What's n plus 1 when n is 1?
2.
How about negative 1 to the second? What's that?
1.
Okay. This would be 2 to the first. How much is that?
2.
This would be 1 times 2. So we're going to have 2 over what?
2.
2. 1.
Two twos to my word fam. Two twos to my word fam.
You guys okay with that so far? I'm going to erase that and put 1, but that's where it's coming from. It's just plugging in 1 and doing a little simplification. So here's how.
So, okay. I already did this, but I'm just going to review. This is a review for me, bro. Fuck you. So,
How we say this, the first term of our sequence, or a sub 1, is 1. How we got it was we plugged in 1 for our n. You don't have to show all this stuff. Basically, we just show first term, second term, third term. I'm just kind of denoting this so you understand what all this stuff means, okay? A sub 1 means the first term of our sequence A. N equals 1 means, well, that's how you find the first term. You plug in the 1. Does that make sense? Let's plug in the 2. So this would be our a sub 2, or our second term of our sequence. How you find the second term of our sequence is, if you start at 1...
guys, hold up. I'm going to do this on my own. Okay, so I think I get what's going on. No, I get what's going on. So let me cook. So if that's, so let's do n equals 1. Maybe you should do hand cam one time. N equals 2. N equals 3. N equals 4. N equals 5. And then, so if that was, so 1 squared, negative times negative positive, and then two twos to my word fam, that's 2. Or 2 over 2, which is 1. 2 over 2. And then 2, that's 3, negative 1 times n to the 2, 2, 4. So that's like negative 4 over 3. So negative 4 over 3.
You plug in 1. If you want to find the next term, you're going to plug in what?
2.
For what?
And
Plug in the 2. So, all right, plug in the 2. If I do 2 plus 1, notice I'm doing 2 here. 2 plus 1 is 3. Negative 1 to the third is
negative 1.
Okay, so we know negative. This is going to be negative, basically. That's all it's saying. 2 to the second is
4.
So this would be negative 4 over
3.
And we're plugging in 2. So the
I got
first
it.
term
I got
one,
it.
The next
I
term
got
we got
it.
negative 4/3. Here's my next question to you. I want to see if you're really paying attention here, right? First term was positive. Second term was negative. The third term, what do you think it's going to be?
Positive.
Oh, the next one.
Negative.
Oh, the next one. Oh, the next one. Is it going to do that forever? Yes. Because this right here, that negative 1, that doesn't change value, but it will change sign. And says, hey, plug in a number and add 1 to it. It's either going to be positive or it's going to be negative. Because we're either going to get an even number or an odd number as an exponent. Does that make sense to you? This right here gives us that alternating type of a sequence. Positive, negative, or negative, positive. My point is, do you guys see that this is going to do that forever?
Yeah.
Okay, so the next term is going to be positive for sure. Let's check it. How would I find a sub 3? What would I plug in?
You just look at the pattern and go from there.
Say what?
Oh, never mind, you gotta do a sub 3 first.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I noticed there's a pattern there.
It's going to be positive, negative.
Well, not only that, but
There's going to be a pattern for sure. Most of these things do have a pattern to them for us. So plug in the 3. 3 plus 1?
4.
Negative 1 to the fourth is positive. It's positive. I don't care if it's 1 or not. It's going to be positive 1 or negative. Just tell me it's positive because it's multiplying by something, right? This is going to be 8. So I'm going to have positive 8 over...
4. 1, 2, 2, 5. 5.
You guys okay with that one?
Yeah.
Let's do the fourth term. Why don't you do the fourth and the fifth terms for me, okay? Try the fourth and the fifth terms for me. Let's do that. When you plug in the fourth, plug in for the fourth term. So basically when I'm looking for a sub 4, I plug in 4 to my n. I know if I plug in 4, 4 plus 1 is 5, that's an odd number, therefore I'm going to get a negative. Negative 1 to the fifth is going to be a negative term here. So this should be 16 over 5. Negative 16 over 5. Did you get the same thing?
Yes.
And lastly, for a sub 5, just plug in 5. I know my sign's going to change. It's going to go from negative to positive because I'm taking, hey, look at that. I'm taking 5 plus 1. If I plug in an odd number, it's going to add 1 to it. Give me an even.
I don't know to the power of
Negative-
6. Is that just what? 32, bro? 32 over 6? Or 32, 64 over 6? I don't know. I can't look he's on out.
to an even number is going to become a positive. So it's positive 2 to the 5th is 32 over 6. 32 over 6 is 16 over 3. Positive.
Oh, it's not -2.
16 over 3. Okay, I really do need to show of hands feel okay with that. Again, is this sequence ever going to
The 32. Okay. Okay, that's okay.
end? So we just found the first 5 terms, but notice that it doesn't end forever. You can do this forever and ever. It's always going to alternate. Positive, negative, positive. Have I explained well enough why it's alternating from positive to negative, and then negative to positive, and back and forth and back and forth? Have I explained that well enough for you? Here's my next question now. Let's look at a different sequence.
Or he's so like fatherly, like he's like asking questions like, do you get it? Are you okay? Like I could tell all the girls in this class were like talking about bro. Like I want to get like bro. Not for math though, because
Sequence going to alternate.
maybe I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not even mad at that.
Positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, or negative, positive, negative, positive. Is it going to do one of those things? What tells you immediately that this is going to be an alternating sign on these terms? Right there, that's it. When you see this, that's going to be alternating. For sure, because we're going to start off either with a positive or with a negative, but the next one's going to be a different number, right? Next one's going to take that -1 to a different consecutive number. So if we start with an even, the next one's going to be odd, the next one's going to be even, the next one's going to be odd, and then even, odd, even. And -1 to an even versus an odd is the difference between positive and negative. Show hands feel okay with that one. So we're going to have this idea again. Now, nextly, tell me something interesting that happens here that we didn't happen on our first sequence. Do you see why on this particular sequence I'm starting at 2? Yeah, I mean, if I started at 1, I had to get an I. And, well, we're not talking about that in this class. We're talking about real numbers. So this would be undefined for the real number system. Does that make sense to you? So we got to start at 2 for this one. Let's go ahead. Now I want you to figure out the first 5 terms of your sequence. Go for it. First 5 terms. You don't have to do n equals 1, n equals, you don't have to show me that. You don't have to even show a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub, I'm probably going to do the a sub 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 just so you see what they are. But you don't have to do that. All I'm asking you to do is, when you start here, well, we would start at a sub 1. We'd start at a sub 2. Then we do a sub 3, a sub 4, a sub 5, and a sub 6. Does that make sense? It will be the first term, but it's a sub 2 because that's our number to plug in. Bless you. So I want the a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4, a sub 5, and a sub 6 terms. Basically, we're plugging in 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's not going to end. We're going to stop, but this thing doesn't end. It goes to infinity. We just have to start with a sub 2 because it says, well, wait a minute, you're starting at n equals 2. Because we listen to our terms a sub n, you gotta signify that. We're not going to put, we're not going to put a sub 1. Are we plugging in 1?
No.
Then you wouldn't put that. You plug in a 2, you gotta have a sub 2. That's where we're starting this particular sequence. When you plugged in the 2 for your n, what did you get?
1.
You got 0.
Oh, 0. Yeah.
2 minus 2 is,
0.
doesn't matter what the rest of it is, it's gonna be 0. You okay with the 0?
Yeah.
When we plug in the 3, well, if I plug in 3, a sub 3 means take your n and make it a 3. This is why our notation has to be correct, because it's telling you what you just plugged in, what you're supposed to plug in. Take that 3. What's 3 minus 2?
1.
1. Okay, now, this is -1 to the n, just to the third. We don't have to add or subtract anything to it. What's -1 to the third power, positive or negative? So this is going to be negative square root of 1 or -1. Does that make sense to you? Did you make it that far?
Yes.
Good. Let's plug in the 4. If I want to find a sub 4, I'm going to plug in 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. Now, I'm going to do the 4th power. Remember this, so for a 4, 4 goes here, 4 goes here. -1 to the 4th is a
I just
positive.
can't hear anything.
4 minus 2 is square root of 2. I don't know. Just leave it.
That's what I did.
I don't know what that is. I'm not going to do 1.41 or anything. I'm going to leave it square root of 2. I want to be exact with this stuff. Quick head nod if you're out with that one. Yes? Okay, good. 2 more. A sub 5 says, all right, take that 5, plug it in for your n. So a sub n, a sub 5, hey, 5 goes here, 5 goes here. Tell me, am I getting a positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative, positive. Yeah, that one should be a negative. 5 minus
Hey, bro,
2
tell me
is
I'm not the
3,
goat.
square root of 3.
I
don't
got
know.
that,
Square root of
bro.
3.
I got that, bro.
Next up, a sub 6. 6 is going to go here.
6
is gonna
seven,
go here.
6
So
seven,
negative
6
1 to the
seven.
6th power, positive or negative? For sure. 6 minus 2 is square root of 4?
2.
Positive 2. It doesn't end. It goes forever. Now here's what's interesting. You will find patterns in these things. First pattern we see is that the signs are changing. Positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. Second one, this is just the square root of 0, the square root of 1, the square root of 2, the square root of 3, the square root of 4. The next one will be negative, square root of 5. Next one will be positive, square root of 6. Next one will be negative, and so on and so forth, and so on and so forth, forever and ever and ever and ever. Does that make sense to you? They have a pattern to it. Of course, it's a sequence. It's based on one sequence here. It's going to have some sort of a sequential order to it. Of course, we simplify them, which takes away that look of a pattern, doesn't it? They don't look like it has a pattern. So sometimes what that means is that if I give you this, and I want this from you, so right now I've given you the sequence, I wanted the terms. What if I gave you the terms and asked you for the sequence? Could you do it?
Yes.
Yes, but it's a little bit harder because you're not given this to just plug numbers into. Now I want you to go from here and give me this sort of thing, and that can get a little bit tricky. So I'm going to walk you through a couple examples on how to do that. But I want to make sure I've explained this well enough for you to understand what a sequence actually is. Show of hands if I have. I feel okay with that. Questions?
What's with the negative? I was not sure what the meant on the top of negative, sorry, infinity sign.
It means it doesn't end.
Oh, okay.
So if I said, hey, you know what, I just want up into n equals 6.
Oh, so it just goes to 6.
We would have stopped right here. Not had that. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's keep on going.
The fuck? The fuck? What?
So like I
Bro.
said, we can go backwards too. Where if I give you a list of terms, we should be able to find the sequence notation for that. By the way, it is appropriate, I didn't do this, but it is appropriate to, when you're writing out a sequence, to write these symbols as well, to show that this is the sequence that we're getting here. So we really should have that. I didn't do it, but we should have it. Say, that is my sequence. They're the same thing. You okay with that one? Okay. So, as I was saying, if I give you a sequence notation like this, where you just plug in n, this is pretty easy. It's pretty straightforward. Is it
Hold
straightforward
up.
to you?
Actually, I'm gonna let him talk.
Plug in the n.
But I really want to figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. Okay. What is the sequence? Let's find out, bro. So, clearly, this is n plus 1 over square root of n. And then nothing, because this is n. Yeah, and then, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's it. That's really it.
Not a big deal. But because these have a definite
Tell me I'm wrong.
property,
Tell me I'm wrong.
that
Tell me
means
I'm
that
wrong.
from
Tell me I'm
our
wrong.
sequences given to us term by term notation, we should be able to get this thing back again. And that's what I want to do with a couple examples here to give you the idea. Now, naturally, all these are going to be different. Some are going to be way harder than other ones, all right? Some of you are going to be much better at others of you, that makes sense, than others because you're good at seeing patterns. I struggled with this when I was taking this class. Man, I can't see the pattern. It took me a lot of work. It's hard sometimes to see these patterns.
Bro,
I'm going to give you the way that
I am a pattern recognizer, bro. I'm a pattern recognizer. I'm a noticer. This is perfect. This is
that helped
perfect.
me out a lot. The first thing I did was I listed out all the terms that were given to me. So I would do like, I was like a 9, it's supposed to be an 8. I would list out
I
ace of 1,
I'm a max rank
ace of
noticer,
2,
bro.
ace of 3,
Let's fucking
ace
go,
of 4,
bro.
until they stop giving me terms. Can you tell me what is my ace of 1, everybody? What's my ace of 1? Good. What's my ace
Do
of
some my
2?
word found.
Very good. And then 4 over square root of 3, and 5 over square root, 5 over 2. The next thing I did was I tried to write them in all the same form. What I mean by the same form is look for a pattern that most of them have and some of them don't have, and try to make them fit this format. What I mean by that is this. Most of our denominators have a square root of them around them. At least some of them do. So what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to try to make all the denominators have a square root around them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That'll give us an idea of a pattern. So if I say, hey, you know what, wait a minute. Instead of 2, this is 2 over 1. Moreover, I can do 2 over square root of 1. Notice how I changed that term, the look of that term.
Bro, I already got it, bro. Bro.
So, really try to
On everything, I'm the fucking go. I already got that shit, bro. I have that down on my paper right now, bro. Literally, look. You know what? Look. I have that on my paper. I have it. It's right there. It's flipped. It's upside down, bro. It's fucking upside down, man. Bro, I wish I could. Like, to use my word, I wish I could, like, flip it around, bro. Okay. Yeah, I flipped it. You know me, like, I really did that shit. Bro, let's go, bro. But I have to flip it so I can look at the camera.
Try to make them all the same format. If you got square roots, put square roots everywhere if you can do that, okay? Try to relate it back to whatever your index is. So ace of 1, relate it back to 1. Relate it back to 2. Relate it back to 3, to 4. And do that with both the numerator, denominator, whatever you have. You're always trying to relate it back to the given n for that specific term. If you can do that, if you can write everything in terms of this index, then it's really easy to write your sequence in sequence notation. You go, okay, cool. Well, look at what's happening. This is 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. So this is n, 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 and n. That means an n has to go here. 1, 1, the 1's not, oh, I forgot the 1. The 1's not changing. Okay, well, if the 1's not changing, we're just adding 1 to it. This is n, 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 n. That means an n has to go on the side of the square root. That means that this sequence is represented by this sequence. This is the sequence, n plus 1 over square root of n. The way that we do that, we say, hey, you know what? If we continue this pattern forever, folks, every term is going to be given by this. This is the formula for every single term. That is the formula for our sequence. Show of hands if you understand that. Cool. You want to try another one? Yeah. Okay. Completely different topic from our integrals, isn't it? Completely different right now. We are going to see how integrals do take place in series. Not so much in sequences, it's going to be more of a limit idea. But we are going to see them eventually. But it's like a sidestep. It's a different type of thinking process. To me, it's interesting. It was hard the first time I saw it. I really didn't grasp it all that well the first time I did this. Oh my gosh, it's brand new. So if you're struggling with that, just know that you can get it. But you have to kind of switch your mindset a little bit. It's thinking outside the box some of the times. Let's do one more.
I am so good at that, so this is perfect for you guys. Okay. Just looking at it.
Okay, so there's our sequence. The first thing that I would consider doing is writing.
Hold up. I got this. I got this. Fuck. Okay. So let's do pattern recognition of doom and agony. Okay. 2, 6, 12, 2, 6, 24. To the n times n at the bottom, I think. 2 to the n. And then just negative 1 to the power of negative n. Or negative 1 to the power of. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Because that's really it. Negative 1 to the power of n. Over 2n over the n. Uh, Fucking hell. This is my answer, bro. It's flipped. Fucking hell. I have to find a way to do that. I'm just gonna make a new scene. I'm gonna make a new scene right now and just put the webcam on it at this point, bro. Video capture device. Add existing webcam. Okay. Actually, can I just dupe? Why didn't I just dupe the other one? Okay, I'm just gonna loop this. Yes, remove scene 3. Okay. Duplicate. Duplicate. Scene 1 flipped. Okay. Okay. So, like I said, I'm guessing this is like literally intuition maxing, bro. Because I feel like this is true, and it wouldn't be that difficult off the recipe. So, um, oh, that's just wrong. But it's whatever. I tried. So, negative 1 to the 1 over 1. 1 times 1 is 1. And I got 2, 2, 2. 2 to the power of 2 is 2. Times 2 is 4, which is not true. So we gotta figure this out, guys. We gotta figure this out. We gotta figure this out, bro. We're gonna figure this out right now, bro. Um, I could also do notes on. That would also be pretty fun, like notes on on uh, what's it called? Like OneNote or whatever. That would be pretty hilarious if I was doing it on, as you could see it. But I don't have the means for that right now, so fortunately can't. Gotta just trust that I'm doing notes. So, let's figure this out, guys. Okay, so we go from 2 to 6 to 24 to 120. What is there that can be found? 2 to 6 is 24 to 120. Guys, let's use our mind. Let's use our thinking brains here. Okay, let's just try something random. Because it's definitely at the top, -1 to the ends. That's somewhere in there. And then -1/2. How do we get there? One plus one is 2. 3 plus 3 is 6. 12 plus 12 is 24. 60 plus 60 is 120. I don't get it. 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 I just don't get it. Shut up.
I went blind
Leonard,
for a pattern. Sometimes you can do that, and sometimes, oh my gosh, that's so obvious to me. That's cool. If you're that type of person, man, more power to you. That's awesome. For me, I'm not. All right, I have to go through this process. So for me, I would
I just got
write
homework,
out
bro.
ace of 1. I would write out ace of 2, ace of 3, ace of 4. How would I give you here? 5?
Yeah.
I'd write out all of them. And I'd go through the process. So I'd start with just the terms themselves. Well, I try to make them all the same format. Now, the same format for me means that I've got fractions everywhere. That's the idea. So I got fractions. So the only thing I do is I change this into a fraction. After that, there's no square roots. I don't see any do you see any exponents? I don't see exponents. I don't see any square roots. So as far as the format,
Oh, it's the same, but it's n-1. Okay, so let's see this. Um, -1 to the power of n over 2 to the n times n-1. If that works, then I'm goated as fuck. Um, okay, let's see. Because I already have that down. So if it's n-1, then that makes sense. Just n-1 parentheses eyes. Okay, that's what I got right now. This just pissed me off. Okay, that's what I got right now. This is the new formula. This is the new formula. I'm gonna test this out in my mind or on the paper. Um, so let's see here. Now I'm thinking, is that true? Okay, let's see. Okay. -1 to the 1, 2 to my okay, I'm sorry. 2 to the 1. I'm so tired. Sorry, okay. And then 1 minus 1 is 0. So that's just 1 anyway. 2 to the 1 is 2, right? 2 raised to the first power is 2. I'm not going crazy. Okay. I don't know. I need to get another. I need to get like a like a hand cam or something so you can see my notes. But matter of fact, I'm just gonna do this on one probably at some point. But this is stream one, so okay. So 2 to the so that doesn't actually make more sense. Okay, and then that works for 1 over 1 for a1 or a sub 1, and then a sub 2 We got one negative 1 to the 2, which is negative, or which is 1. So we got 2 to the 2, which is 4. Wait. We got 2 to the fucking fucker. We got 2 to the 2 to the n, 2, 4 times n minus 1. See, that would work, but it doesn't stack. Okay. 2n divided by n minus 1. That would make sense. That would also make sense. Okay, guys. We're changing the formula. Negative 1n times 2 to the n over n minus 1. So that leaves me with... No, that's not it. You know what? First, you gotta...
Change that
Mr. Leonard, you gotta show me this, bro.
The next thing is we got to try to relate this back to our n. We have to do that. So, first thing.
Matter of fact, I can do this. You know what? I can do it. I can do it. I believe in myself, bro. So, okay, we're gonna do one. We're gonna use 1, 3, and 5 as our examples, bro. We're gonna use 1, 3, and 5 as our examples. I'm gonna try to figure this out. Full screen this bitch. Okay, 1, 3, and 5 as our examples. So we go from 1 to 6 to 120. I just don't get that. Like, how does that leap even happen? You know what? I don't know everything. I'm 30 minutes into the video. Let's just see. I can't know everything.
First thing's kind of nice. I see something as far as my pattern. Tell me one thing that you see about the pattern here.
The ones on top.
Okay, there's a 1. There's a 1 always on my numerator. Well, that's going to make it kind of nice, right?
Sign change.
Oh, the sign change. That's right. So sign change. So here's the one thing I know right now. I know that my sequence is going to have terms where there's going to be a 1 on the numerator. That's what I know. You guys know that too, right? Okay, well then now that's going to change, right? It's sometimes going to be a -1, sometimes going to change to be a +1. So I know that here it's negative, but here it's positive. Here it's negative, but here it's positive. Here it's negative, but here it's positive. It's going to change the whole way through this. Here's how we deal with that alternating idea, the alternating signs idea. Remember the first two sequences that I gave you? It was -1 to a power.
Yeah.
You're going to either do -1 to the n or -1 to the n plus 1, depending on whether you start with a positive or a negative. So let's think about it. Do we start with a positive or a negative? Remember that we're always going back to whatever our n is here. Our n is 1. So what I want to know is that which one is going to give us a positive, a negative for the first term and a positive for the second term. If I plugged in 1 here, I'd get 1 plus 1 is 2, -1 squared is positive. That would not be the correct case here. If we take away that plus 1,
Please overstand.
related. N, right? does this one look like the n? So I can't just put over n. So I put over n, the first two would be right, the rest would be wrong. I've got to have something that's right for all of them. So let's try to relate this. Sometimes it's nice to not look at the first one. It doesn't really give you a whole lot of information here. Let's look at maybe the second one on down. Do you see a pattern out of that? What do you see?
Okay, pattern recognition. I have to. This is literally the one thing I have in my life, bro. Convergent or divergent thought, bro. Divergent thought maxing, bro. Okay, so 2, 6, 24, 120. 2, 6. Can't be square root at the bottom. Cause yeah, there'd be decimals at the bottom, but there's not. I thought about that. I just don't have enough math tools. Like I'm like swinging with like a sharp one wood sword.
How do you get
Iron gold, pretty much
from 2
mentally.
to 6? How do you get from 6 to 24? How do you get from 24 to 120?
Oh, I just got it. He literally just did it in my mind. It's just n plus 1 raised to the n. Wait, guys. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. No, okay, let's see if that's right. Let's see if that's right.
Let's try an easy one, okay? Don't add to it because there's not addition here. How do you get from 2?
Okay, what? No, look at 4 to 5. Okay. 6. Okay. Not race. Okay, maybe not race to the n. Maybe times the n, bro. Maybe times the n, bro.
2,
I don't know.
6.
I'm just.
Multiply by 3. How do you get from 6 to 24? How do you get from 24 to 120?
So it's n to the 1 times n at the bottom. Okay, n to the 1 times n. Tell me.
Multiplies it by this says
What?
take n.
What the
multiply by every number before that. That's what this is doing. It says this number is 2 times this one. This one's 3 times this one. This one's 4 times, well, and 3, 4, 3. This one's 3 times this one. This one's 4 times, well, all the previous ones, because that's how we're getting those ones. We're getting them by multiplying the n's from every previous term. Does that make sense to you? This is how you find the pattern, though. It's not that easy to look at it. Most people, unless you're really good at factorials, would see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 factorial. I did because I've done the problem before. But probably not if you first go through it. You got to really look at that pattern. Does that make sense to you? If we do look at the pattern and go, hey, look at that. This is 5 factorial, 4 factorial. This is negative 1 over 1 factorial. This is 1 over 2 factorial. This is negative 1 over 3 factorial. This is 1 over 4 factorial. This is negative 1 over 5 factorial. But
How does the factorial work again, though? I don't remember. I know that it's like just that, but it's like, would you put that at the bottom?
by the way, if you don't know what factorial means, this is not 5. Okay, this is 5 factorial. I know it's exciting.
5 times 3 times.
Almost as good as talking about radicals, but it's not. This is 5 factorial means 5.
Bro, this guy's hilarious, bro.
It's
I love Professor Leonard, bro.
product of the number that I give you and every
Bro, if I was gay, bro, yeah, Professor.
previous consecutive integer until you get down to 1. So when we relate this back to our n, we've already taken care of our numerator. It's great. It's alternating 1. Not a problem. Denominator starts with n factorial.
But just tell me what the bottom is, though. Because I know it's not n to the 1, n plus 1 times n. Which is not it. So it's just n factorial? I mean, I wouldn't be mad if that was the answer. I just didn't see that at all.
That's what it is.
Literally just...
Therefore, this
Nigger!
sequence.
Am I banned? No! Am I banned? Oh my god. I forgot. I forgot. Why did they put the end? Like, it made me say it. It made me say it.
Every term.
I'm
of-
banned. It made me say it, bro. It made me. Bro, come. Yo, YouTube, please. YouTube, come, please. YouTube. I'm good, right? No, nobody gives a fuck about this. Is literally a dead stream. Like, nobody
It's a sub n. This is what you're looking for. You're looking for a sub n. Every term is given by this, and you should definitely double check your work before you go any further. Make sure when you plug in these numbers, you get the same thing. It'd be really silly to do this and have it wrong, okay? Plug in 1, go, yes. That gives me 1. Plug in 2.
So that like factorial. Okay, the factorial and then the Fibonacci sequence is different because that's the plus and then the multiplication, right? Cool. Okay. So interesting. So I just want
2, and that gives me 1/2. Plug in 3, that
like
gives me negative
literally I was like going like back and forth and all type of shit. I was
1,
not.
6. You should be doing that, okay? After you've done it, you've verified it. This is what goes inside your sequence notation. -1 to the n over n factorial. And we just solved it. Have I explained well enough how to find your sequences from your terms?
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
bro.
way harder than finding your terms from your sequence. Okay, that's pretty easy.
Yeah, that is
Just plug
hard.
numbers in. It's very straightforward. The other way's kind of hard.
And it is 3 o'clock.
Now, I want to give you a couple other ideas before I leave you today. The first one is a kind of an interesting idea. Sometimes we can define sequences by giving 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or a finite number of fixed terms and then defining our sequence around those terms. For instance, if that's like, what in the world did you say in English? Here's what I said in
Yeah,
English.
nigga, what?
Give me a couple numbers, like 2 and 4. Let's pick 2 and 4. So don't give me nothing. I'll do it on my own. Thanks a lot, guys. So I say a sub
Yo, that nigga's not helping, bro. That nigga's just staring at him, bro. That's priming. That's actually priming. Okay.
sub 1 is 2, a sub 2 is 4. I'm not looking for a pattern right now. I'm not thinking that a sub 3 is
No noticing right
or
now. No
6.
noticing, bro.
Okay, I'm not thinking that. Here's what I'm going to define for the rest of them. I say, based on these two terms, your next term
Let's get some music in the back, bro. Low key. Honestly.
a sub n plus 1. Your next term is given by 2 times a sub n minus a sub n minus 1. And you go, what in the world is this? This is called a recursive sequence. It's called recursive because it relates back to the previous terms. A recursive idea is look back at what you had and build from there. It's based on what happened before it. So this is called a recursive sequence.
Yeah, this is a concept in Python, I think. So I'm not even like that unfamiliar with this. Or my Python class had this. Passed that exam, but I did not do the homework, so did not have a good grade in my class, by the way. It just didn't feel like it. Okay. So, recursive sequence. Let's get it, bro.
The only thing I'd like to do right now is come up with the next few terms. So let's see how this actually works. It's not hard, it looks weird, okay? It really does look weird. But I want you to think about what's going on here.
It doesn't.
If you're wondering, wow, what is this a sub n plus 1? That just means your next term. So for instance, what terms do I know right now? A sub 1, a sub 2, that's what I know. So what term would I be looking for?
A sub 3.
Aha. So, watch carefully. A sub 3 would therefore be equal to, check out this, the way the recursive formula works. It says, if you want a sub 3, you're going to consider a sub 3 to be a sub, that would be 2 plus 1. So then a sub n would be just the one before it. A sub 2 minus, oh, look at this. A sub n minus 1 would be a sub 1. Did you guys get that idea of where those things came from? Are you sure? If this is my formula, this is my recursive sequence, it says, if this is a 3, that's 1 more than 2. This is 1 more than 1. So I'm looking at these terms, a sub 1, a sub 2, oh, that's a sub 3. Do you see how it's based on the previous terms there? It's based on what I give you. If I change these two numbers, this whole sequence changes. Should parents feel okay with that idea? Let's find it. So a sub 3 therefore would be 2 times, what's a sub 2?
4.
Minus, what's a sub 1?
2.
Which means that a sub 3 is...
6!
Oh, look at that, it turned out to be 6.
Okay.
Interesting. Let's find 2 more. I'll do one more with you. I'll have you do one on your own. A sub 4. It might be helpful for you to right now write out what I did here first. This will give you a much better idea of what's going on right now. So watch this, please. I know that a sub n plus 1 says, hey, take 2 times the that's all this means. It just means the previous term. This is a sub 3, this is a sub 2. This would be a sub 1. If this is a sub 4, this is a sub 3. And this is a sub, it's just the previous 2 terms. So this would be 2 times a sub 3 minus a sub 2. If that makes sense to you, you got it. Do you got it? Are you sure you got it? Michael?
For that last one we did, could we have done n times a sub n minus 1, like n times the previous answer? Or would it not work in that?
This is literally what that means. Did you catch that?
Yeah, I was just wondering if we could
This is a factorial. If you didn't think about that, start with the number, take 1 away from it, take 2 away from it, take 3 away from it, multiply them all together until you get down to 1. We're actually going to use this in a minute. So, are there different ways you can define your sequence? Yeah, probably. But we're going to try to do the nicest way, if that makes sense. Did that answer your question at all?
Well, I'm talking about doing a sub. Just saying.
To define this one recursively? So like
Yeah,
a sub 1 is negative 1? I don't know that you'd want to. I think that I probably want to stick with this way and not. If I don't have to define it recursively, I'm probably not going to.
We can just ask anything in the class, bro. Like, actually, that's not crazy. That's not a crazy question. But
Because I want a formula to be able to find the. Tell you what we want to do. You want to be able to find the 10th term without having to find the first 9. Okay? You can't do that with recursive sequences most of the time because you'd have to know the previous couple terms, right? To find the 10th term, you'd have to know here number 9 and number 8. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if you can do it without recursive, I would say do it without recursive. Now let's finish this off real quick. Do you all understand where the a sub 3 and a sub 2 came from?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all this says is the previous 2 terms. So in our case, we'd have. Is it for that?
It's
You just
8.
have to have it.
Are the rest of them 10?
Okay.
Like, is it just keep on going up
So
by 2?
a sub 5 equals 2. What's a sub 4?
8.
4. It's just our sections. That's exactly what that is. Up to date.
Oh my god, bro. Look at his arms, bro. Look at his arms, bro. This nigga's buff as hell, bro. And he's like literally like, bro, he's the, you know the pie, you know the IQ versus testosterone. He's literally the guy at the top, bro. Bro, this guy's actually a terachad, bro. Holy, just everything. This thing has his everything, bro. This nigga maxed out life. I can do the same shit. Like, what's the difference besides possibly IQ diff? but maybe not. Who knows? But that's it for this stream. I did just wake up, so I'm pretty tired. But I'm gonna go to sleep, consolidate that knowledge, and be back tomorrow, bro. Why the fucking Minecraft? I hate this song, bro. Fuck you. Okay. Um. Okay, not that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Professor Leonard and his bitch, yeah. Let's get it. Yeah. Math time, math time, math time. Hold up, yeah. What up, we rhyme. Nigga playing medicine in the eat time, when I eat my, and that bitch on the same. Bitch on that plane, on that dick on that plane. Hold up, yeah, yeah. Bitch is saying, and it's playing on a bit, and a half now, and a halftime. And the same with a bit of a timeline. Yeah, been on a 30, be about to get sturdy. Yeah. I got math in this bitch, and I been in that, and I. Hold up. What? Yeah. Hold up. Yeah. Mitch playing with me. Put it top that. In the playing in the time with that hot box. Yeah. In the time with that hot box. In the time with that take on that pop back. Yeah. With it pop up. Yeah. Hold up. Get it. Hold up. Yeah. When I say when he playing. And when I tell to that playing. It's when I dick and I play. Hold up. And it's time to get sturdy. These are better than that body get sturdy. Yeah. Niggas playing with me. Yeah. What up, that time? And it's saying that it did better like how that. Yeah. And it's time. Niggas playing with this shit when I saw time. And it's playing with this shit when I bound time. And it's playing with this shit when I bound. Yeah. Bro, I want to get like a loop of that song. Hold up. Let me see if I can find one on YouTube. It's actually, I like that song. It's Showtime, Undertale, Extended. We are rapping on this, bro. Yeah. Niggas playing with me. And this playing with this shit, and that's staying with me. I don't find it in this time ready. Oh shit, that's my YouTube. Yeah. Niggas playing with my shit, man, at that time. Niggas playing with this shit, man, at halftime. Niggas playing with this shit, man, I got that bitch and that bitch on that hard man. Yeah, I'm trying to get sturdy. Niggas on that thing, and I, hold up, yeah. Niggas playing with my shit. Niggas playing on this, hold up, yeah. Niggas playing with that shit time. And the same when they beat me in hard round. Niggas playing with that shit, got 100 round. Niggas that on that bit when I got down. Yeah, niggas playing with me. Niggas saying when that shit, when they stay with me. Bitches telling me that shit, when they say me. Undertale, yeah, I feel like sands. Niggas playing with pirates and they sat down. And the time of that shit like sands. Yeah, I'm trying to playing with that shit, man, that flower and this bitch and not being like a man. Hold up, yeah. Niggas playing with my sit down. Niggas playing with my shit when I 100 round. You know shit when that bitch when I get down. You know shit when that bit when that fire alarm. When that shit with that fire alarm. Nigga shit when it go wrong. Nigga secrets professor in this bitch. Yeah, I'm learning about shit in this bitch. Consolidating all this bitch and I study maxing. Yeah, bitch and I dinner taxing. Yeah, and that bitch and I 100 maxing. Yeah. Hold up. Yeah, playing with me, bitch, and I 100. And it's playing with this shit and I 100 around. And that shit by that gun around. Yeah. Let us set better. And I said better. And I tell you that hate how that generates. Yeah, and I'm going crazy. And that bitch and that shit, but like 10 ladies. And that shit and I get and that 100 ladies. And that says ready. Hold up, yeah. And it's playing with me. Niggas playing with my shit. Gonna stay with me. Yeah. Hold up, stay with me. Hold up. Nigga, stay with me. But this bitch converted deepens. Yeah. And I feel like the deacon. Yeah. My grades going up and I play with that tip and I feel like the well, yeah. And it's playing with my shit when I hunt around. Man, that bitch when I get down. Nigga playing with my shit and I did like 100 round. Yeah, hold up. Niggas playing with me. Niggas playing with my shit, you know, stay with me. Niggas playing with my shit, niggas playing with me. Yeah. Nigga, I'm going crazy. Nigga, it's only going up from here, nigga. Yeah, you can see from the Sears, nigga. Niggas playing with my shit when I hear with it. Yeah, niggas playing with my here, nigga. Hold up. Yeah. Hold up. Yeah. Niggas playing with my shit. Hold up. Yeah, you understand that shit? Yeah, I'm the GOAT and I'm playing with this bitch. Hold up. Yeah, this is playing with my bitch. Look at that bitch on my top. I had to tell her to get away, nigga. And then sending you stay, nigga. And then today, nigga. Yeah. And it's playing with me. Niggas playing with my shit. You know, playing with me. Niggas playing with my shit. And 100 niggas playing with me. Sitting in the animal. Yeah. And 100 bitches on my line. Yeah. And they all give me downtime. Yeah. And that shit went out 100. Yeah. And that shit gonna be online. Yeah. And I'm chronically online. Niggas playing with my shit and I'm online. And it's playing with this shit and it's hunt time. And it's yeah. And it's hunt time. Yeah. Yeah, it's hunt time. Yeah. And it's hunt time. Yeah. Guys, I think low key, I low key did Pomodoro method accidentally. I think I feel like I could study again or go for another like little bit, maybe. But I'd have to get like water or something. Maybe I should just chill out because he does low key go for a while. Yeah. You know, that's actually real, bro. I don't. Why did it dox me? Why did? Yes, that's my name. Like that's my fucking full name. Okay. Um, lucky it doxed me, but whatever. What are we watching now, bro? Let's watch Professor Jiang. Let's watch Professor Jiang. Um, Game Theory, bro. But I have to change the title of this stream. Uh, okay, I'm gonna change the title of the stream and take a quick break. fixing this for tomorrow so that I can get actual clips and shit so I can post so people can watch my videos. Let's see. Okay. I think filters, defaults. I'm gonna that's just embarrassing. Okay. Not interested. Nobody's gonna see that, so it doesn't matter. Maybe again. I was doing it from that list. I was the first one to say that went. I don't know if you lit. I don't know if I look like it. I got that same whole team lit. I don't know time for that bitch. I don't know so get that shit. About 400 no fit. And that penthouse kicking shit. I didn't like it down and then. I don't know church and they be that. And they like your ass got big. I don't give a fuck 'cause I know that nigga. And they don't think they're not fair. And they shit 'cause they don't care to win that lick down and all that. Not fair. I'm just like you, yeah. I got money, got down on there. And this is fair. They got two that got no sound. They don't say that shit out loud. And it's all this shit I can tell. They don't say anything to that. And then they skip for help. And then down in the place of that. And then they say no help. And then they say no. And then they say that up. And then tell me to figure it out. And then tell me to get that up. And then they say that what. And then they get that up. Be. But they say so your luck. No, I'm in your V6. And then they say no cat. And then they know that. And then they say no like that. And then they beat the flash. And then they get like that. And then they want your tech. Go back and watch your head. And then they get like cat. Fucking demon, lion, sass. And then talking down that side. And then talking to trying the sack. And then talking to try no cat. And then they get that back. Came from the trenches, we get black. Came from the trenches, we get black. This is straight for audio testing, so I'm trying to make sure the render or the audio shit is fine. But might as well. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, it's okay. Your brand's okay. Bailing, okay. Seeing it's okay. Seeing that clothes, let's go. It's okay. It's okay. Japanese bands okay. Japanese friends okay. Friends okay. Brand new hate. Big ops like band to it. There's up the cops out there. And then I get to it. And then I got in my face. And I feel okay. Say so. No, let's say so. And then let's go. No, let's go. I saw ya. That's a bitch I caught. I can't even get over this now. They got crazy out there in rap post. It's going to go. Let's go. Let's go. The band's okay. The band's okay. The band's okay. Seen it close, let's go. The band's okay. 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 It's okay. No needs pants okay. No needs pants okay. No needs pants okay. What's around, son? How the best, I'm at the patata. And that's fast on, and then for so damn fun, and that's so damn, and the piece of so damn fun, and the cheese and pepper on, it's how these I get them crowny, and then I up in the morning, and then I go home morning, and that's like Tony, and that's like a rolling, and I said the sun is gone, this sun scary got me fun, and then the sun got some scarred, and then the sun is gone. The pump out 7 9 more, and you a cat dog, yeah, you a long, the little man on me, and all that, and I'm back with just like gold. That's how the song go for it. And I run till I run. And I count and I bought it. And it's no run. And I try so much. Oh, this bitch so nuts. And then I show baby, I got you. And then let y'all go on my mother. And I think I had you water. And then I say something on my mouth. And I say something on my God. And I say something on my God. And I say something in my pocket. And I've been sitting in my pots. And I've been in my God. And I've been having this stuff. And I say like cross. And I'm walking out with a mother. And I'm pants on. That's all I can't see no wrong. That's on my dog. That's on my camera. That's Taco Tuesday without talk. And I got to the mouth. And then 2 came back. I shot. And then 2 came out to the butt. And then 2 came out to the butt. Yeah, but can't get that time. Yeah, bitch, she would say time. Yeah, baby, rob me. Then she's gonna go rob me. You get called out by rob me. They see my spot, they just copy. And so then say copy. Then say something, yeah, but look like copy. I'm fucking up bitch shit. I'm gonna down at party. And I'm gonna my Scotty. And there's another put some racks on me. Put a bag on me. I just pop that tag on me. And that goes on side on me. And that's so damn fun. And that's my shine. And then turn this shit so damn fun. And then cheese and pepper on it. And then east I get a gun. That's how y'all go up in the morning. And that sound like Tony. And I got put rolling. You know, scatter. And that scatter got me fun. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Yeah. What a great voice, bro. I love Shay, bro. Let me do audio check, though.